Wednesday, and it's that time of the week again where we do a fun walkthrough of a deck, whether it be old, new, or sent for review. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Mend, and I cover all things tarot and oracle card related, spirituality, and finding glimmers in the mundane. So if that's your jam, hit the subscribe. I'd love to have you part of the family here. We're pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. And on Wednesdays, we do a walkthrough of a deck, whether it's one that I've had for a very long time here in my collection, or one that I have bought and I want to share it with you guys, or like today, one that has been sent for review, which I'm super excited about. I should have had it on. I have it on hand. And this one I'm so excited about is the Qajar Oracle. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by our own Nova Mundi here in the TarotTube community. This was sent to me by Rockpool for review. I am so extremely grateful to have this in my hands. What a joy and a wonder to have a deck that is created by somebody here in the community and that I also know through TarotTube, which is fantastic. This is so very exciting. So this is a 44 card deck, right? And it is wisdom and guidance from exquisite Persian art, showcasing the rich symbolism and narratives of Persian culture through beautifully illustrated cards. Tarot life coach Nova Mundi blends visual and psychological elements with an intuitive exploration of personality traits. Qajar Oracle is an indispensable tool that will encourage you to become more aware of your emotions, connect with others, and realize how feelings manifest through expressions and body language. A gift and a bridge between worlds, these cards invite you to explore the beauty and wisdom of cartomancy. Oh, gorgeous. When I tell you when this came in, I was so excited. First of all, I was like, wait, what is this parcel? And then I opened it and my family were around. I was like, you guys, you have to have a look at this. Look at this. My friend Nova made this. Is she not super talented? So yes, I'm that hype. I'm that hype woman. So this is, as most of you know, I have a lot of Rockpool decks. I really do enjoy Rockpool publishing. I love the fact that we have 44 cards. Okay, that's super. And I love here, this is a Persian miniatures card deck. Very cool. I love the uniqueness here. I do have it up here beside me, Rockpool's description. So in Qajar Oracle, each card is a captivating masterpiece, beautifully blending the elegance of Persian Qajar miniature paintings with profound insights into the complexities of human personality traits. Explore the depths of your intuition and enhance your connections with these cards around you through this unique deck where art meets self-discovery, which with every draw unlock new perspectives and guidance that will unlock your new perspectives, enrich your self-discovery journey, and deepen your understanding of yourself and others. That is very exciting. Also, I want to state here that it is released in June of this year in Australia and New Zealand, in July of this year for the US and the UK. So it should come out by then. So you should be able to buy it then. I'm assuming maybe some places you might be able to get it a bit sooner, like Amazon, and I know Nova mentioned Barnes & Nobles. I'm sure for anybody maybe here in Europe, Kenny's might have it out at some stage as well. As most of you know, I love buying from Kenny's. Not sponsored or not paid or anything like that to say that. That's where I get a lot of my decks because they're super affordable and their shipping within Ireland is free, and I think outside of Ireland it's really affordable. As far as I know, the shipping is really affordable, and it's an independent bookstore that I love to support. So just to give that out there as well. So wisdom and guidance. Oh, let's get into it. Alrighty, so it is a beautiful gold yellow. I love the way it looks like kind of parchment. Really nice. Now I will tag Nova's video of this deck below, because she goes into a lot more detail about the details that she's added and the history to it. Obviously, she'd be far more knowledgeable than I would be on this. And I found it highly fascinating. And I'm definitely going to want to sit down and really actually dive into this more. And I'm curious to learn more about the Persian history and stuff like that. So I have kind of some little bit of knowledge, but I wouldn't say it was a whole pile. What I found highly interesting was this pattern and how Nova went into about this design, and there's an actual specific word. We know it as paisley. So I found that really interesting, because it's a pattern I would have come across quite often. So I love the way Nova talked about that. But again, please do go check out Nova's video so that you get more information on that. We have our guidebook. I love Rockpool's guidebooks. They're like one of my favorites. And then we have the cards. And then you also have this download today and the inside. I love the yellow and the inside and the blue. I really love yellow and blue together. They're fabulous combinations. So that is absolutely stunning. The detail. Okay, let's have, and yes, I did actually look through the cards, and yes, I did put the band back on. I did. I'm that person. So this is our guidebook, and there's how many pages? I thought it said it there in the back, but it says here it's 156 pages, which is a nice little guidebook. So let's have a look inside this. So we have our introduction, which I just skipped. Introduction, about the deck, how to use the cards, card spreads, and then the Qajar Oracle cards. And then so we have all the cards here. And then we have the appendix and acknowledgements and all that fun stuff. So we have our introduction. It combines the elegance of Qajar miniature paintings, a subcategory of Persian miniature art with insightful representations of human personality traits. As a Persian artist and tarot life coach with a background in, oh my god, I know the word is there. I just cannot pronounce it right now. My cultural heritage and professional expertise deeply inform my work. I love that. I really do love that. The rich artistic traditions of Persian miniature painting, poetry, and mysticism have shaped my understanding of symbolism and storytelling. This deck is not only a tribute to the beauty of Qajar art, but also a way to honour the vibrancy of Persian culture. Love that. Is it Jungian? Is that how you pronounce it? It just came to me there. Isn't that based on like Carl Jung? So I began by carefully selecting images from Qajar era paintings, a process that involved immersing myself in the delicate beauty and storytelling of these artworks. Ooh. Okay, so that is, I cannot wait to just dive into this and read it. So about the deck. And then we have about Persian miniature painting. So Persian miniature painting, a sophisticated art form associated with courtly and aristocratic circles, is known for its vibrant colours, harmonious compositions, and precise attention to detail. While tracing its exact origins can be challenging, many scholars regard, I will not butcher that, an illustrated book by the prophet, is it Mani? Here, you can read this here as well. Very cool. So how can we use the cards? It isn't just visually striking, it's also highly functional and appears seamlessly with a wide variety of tarot and oracle decks, which is very cool. Reading a card intuitively means interpreting the card based on your inner feelings, instincts, and personal insights rather than relying strictly on a title or a keyword, which is basically, for the most part, how I would read cards personally myself. But I also love to read the guidebook and hear what the creator and the artist, have to say about this. Intuitive reading sometimes involves looking at the spread as a whole and seeing how the cards interact with each other rather than analyzing each card in isolation. Very cool. So tarot and oracle card pairings, Lenormand, divinatory readings, shadow work, meditation and contemplation, storytelling. So you can do character development, plot, inspiration, dialogue and interaction, overcoming writer's block. Very fun. Initiating a reading, so you can prepare yourself how to do that. So creating a sacred space, ground yourself, set an intention, connect with the cards, draw the cards, reflect and interpret, and closing, which is super important as well. Then we have our card spreads, past, present, future, journey of self-discovery, shadow work, and then we have the personality insight. Ooh. Okay, what's that? So you have Qajar cards. And then you can also have it with tarot. Oh, okay, I like that. So you have your Qajar tarot. And then, oh, that's cool. I really might want to try that later, actually. And then we get into the oracle cards here. So as you can see, it is the full color. We have our meaning. And then we have like our description. So this trait frequently arises from a deep engaging. Okay, so it's really describing. Love that. And then I know here at the back we also had the significator card. Is a specific card chosen to represent the person or situation for which the reading is being done. It acts as a focal point or reference card throughout the reading, helping the reader gain insights into the subject's energy or current state. The figure I've chosen for the significator card is not only irresistibly cute at first glance, very true, but also versatile in its expression. It has the ability to embody a wide range of personality traits, from innocence to a touch of mischief and even a hint of meanness. I like that. Very cool. And so we have here about the artwork and the Qajar dynasty of Iran. And then we have about the author. And there's wonderful Nova. An absolute gem. An absolute gem. Nova, you've travelled to nearly 50 countries. Oh my goodness. Mostly by car. I love that. Oh my gosh. Nova, you live in the Netherlands. Very cool. Awesome. That's fantastic. How come I'm only learning this through the guidebook? Oh my gosh. Very cool though. Very cool. And if you don't know, my mom is Dutch, so that would technically make me half Dutch, right? Anyway, that is awesome. I love that. Let's get into the cards. Oh, okay, so we have our beautiful band, which you guys know I'm going to keep because I keep all the lovely bands, look, from Rockpool. It's just these added details. I just like them. I enjoy them. I make no excuses. I enjoy them. So that's going in there. Okay, let's talk about the cards. I got distracted by the guidebook. Very fun, very cool. So I think our significator card is at the back. So we'll start with the first one because we started with that. So it is glossy. We can see all of it. Hello, you can see me. So, oh my goodness, hold on now. Let me close the curtain so we can kind of get less of a glare. These are beautiful. I never showed you the gilding. I will in a minute. So this is really good card stock. As most of you know, I love Rockpool cards anyway. I don't have any on hand. Of course I don't. Very flexy. These will be absolutely fine. And we have our lovely paisley backs as well. They're beautiful. I want to say blue, but for some reason I feel like in this room here they look kind of green. I had to kind of bring it up, but it is coming up blue. It's like a blue-green. Just to show you guys. Can you see that? How stunning is that? That's really pretty. I feel like I'm always in the minority that likes kind of glossy cardstock. I think it's because it shuffles nicely for me. So, of course, we have beautiful gilding. Rockpool always smash it with the gilding, to be fair. Look at that. I meant to say it, when I opened the box, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but on the inside of the cover, you can see glitter flecks. I don't think my camera is going to pick it up. And I was like, oh my God, they put glitter in the cover. No, they didn't. As far as I know, they didn't. It just came from the gilding, because look how glittery that is. Okay, it isn't overly, but for me, there's that little bit of spark. Can you see that now? I hope so. I hope the camera's really picking it up good. But it's very minimal on your hands. So I know a lot of people are going to ask, does it go? It's very minimal. I wouldn't count that as a lot. What I also like as well is they're not stuck. And I only quickly glanced through some of the cards. I didn't look at all of them. So it's not a gilding that has, do you know the way some of you can hear it? Kind of, you have to carefully pull them apart. That's not it at all. Like, look at that. You can fan that out nicely. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, that's enough swooning. How about that? You guys want to see the cards? Of course you do. I don't blame you. I do too. So I think I'm going to have to do it this way, because my camera is going to pick up, and the cards are going to pick up every glare that's out there. And I know, like, all these little details Nova added in. This was, what's the word I'm looking for? Indie. So she did publish this herself before on Make Playing Cards, I believe she mentioned. So this was super interesting that I never even knew this was out before. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is still her own. Well, this is obviously her own, but her own one before this one, as if that's still out or not. And you know me with cards, and I'm like, oh my God, they're like little miniature arts, like little paintings and a card. I love, you guys know I love that style. So this is so incredibly precious. Look at that. Look, you can even see the blush. Wow. And I love the way each of them have their own like little frame. Very nice. Oh, look at the cat. There's a cat. So cute. And the fruit, is that watermelon? Oh, yes, please. I love that. Attention seeker. I love some of the titles on this. I'll be honest, I've watched some of my friends' reviews on these, and I love the cards. It's like, oh my God, they're amazing. Cat lady. Hello. Love that. I love the subtle details. So, if you've been watching me a while, you'll know that I tend to like cards with like a lot going on. These cards do not. Oh, hold on. Do we? Oh no, they're okay. These cards don't have too much going on either, because there is a fine line between it being chaotic and it being intuitive and symbolic. Oh my goodness. And I love the way the frames all look different. So it's cohesive and works beautifully, but it's also individual. Oh. I mean, look at... Now, I love art. I don't have all the right terms for art and whatnot, but I love art. Like, for the few museums that I've gone to and I've experienced, I'm like, oh, I could stay there all day. I could stay there all day and just get lost in paintings. So I find these absolutely fascinating. And now the like academic side of me is kind of like, I need to learn more about this. I need to know more information. condescending. I like the keywords on this because I feel like sometimes Oracle can get a bad rap for being fluffy. Oh, that term. That's not fluffy. Cynical. And like sometimes it might be aspects of ourselves that we don't like looking at, but they're part of us. Look at his little face. There's kind of that little smugness too, you know. Denialist. Can't we all be a bit guilty about being in denial? I love the patterns and the designs as well. Fab. Oh, so pretty. And I like that they're numbered as well, because I feel like some of you might like, you know, that whole, well, I take it as angel numbers, but you can take it as numerology. Is that how you pronounce it? I can never pronounce it properly. Free spirit. Look at that. I swear that reminds me of like a kimono style cardigan that I have. The color and the pattern is very similar to the one I have. Gaslighter. You don't see many cards with that keyword on it. I feel like their eyes, the eyes in this deck, tell a lot. As they say, isn't it? Eyes are the windows to the soul. And look. Genius. Very cool. Gullible. I know some of us would hate to admit that we can bait, but we can bait. We're human. Healer. Oh, look at all the animals, the cats and the rabbit and the snake. Is that a camel? And other creatures that I'm not really sure of. Oh, look. There's something in the tree as well. I have to bring this closer to myself. Is it an animal? Or is it... Okay, hold on. You see in the tree here? Very cool. Hedonist. I love that. Hoarder. Honestly, I wouldn't say I'm a hoarder, but I definitely have tendencies to kind of hold on to things for a bit longer than, you know. Sometimes, I don't know, does anybody have that where you're like, oh, but I don't know when I might need it. I haven't needed it in the last 10 years, but I might need it soon. But I know there's more to that. Obviously, there's more to that, but... Ooh. Again, do you see the faces? The faces are so expressive, but very minimal. Like you can see subtly. That's it. It's like subtly expressive. I love that influencer card. The art is gorgeous. it's the detail and the tiny detail and the expressions that are captured. And I love the writings here. I'm not sure if that is writing or maybe a symbol. Obviously, I don't understand it, but I would love to. I feel like it's like a little pocket of history captured in cards and art. See, again, I love that, the writing. We have the little rabbits. Oh, pathological liar. Ooh. People pleaser. Goodness me, how many of us can relate to that? I love it. I mean, look at their face. They don't look very pleased. But they also seem like kind of like, you know, you kind of do anything just to go, okay, look, get off my back. The beards are fantastic. I love them. I think they're great. I feel like I'm getting the sense, just for me, with just having this is so much deeper than I think I could ever actually comprehend right now. Right now. I love the way that this side, so the side with obviously the card and the backs actually match. You don't normally get that, so it's really nice. It's beautiful. Street smart. You know, there's a lot to be said about being book smart, but being street smart now, that's another thing. And that's our significator card. Very cool. Look at him. He is very cute. And all the jewels. And his... I feel like if I say sword, it's not right. So we say... I'll call it a sword, but you can correct me, Nova, if it's not, if you have a different word for it. Very cool. Very cool. Let's shuffle this up and let's pull a card. So I have decided to keep the significator card out. So let's see how this shuffles. Let's move you guys a little bit in my small hands. That's nice. This is what I love about glossy cardstock, is they just shuffle really smoothly together. Shall we try a wee riffle? 1 second now. I do not want to ding up this gold gilding. No, that's not going to work for me anyway. Maybe those of you that are a bit more talented probably can. Oh, let me move these back here. It's all good. It's all good. I think I'll stick with my overhand shuffling. So, I'm pretty sure you probably could riffle. I'm just not the best at it. So, let's see. I love how shiny that gilding is. Okay. So, we have image conscious. Oh gosh, I feel very cold out there. Okay, so we have image conscious, which is number 25, and that is on page 90. So this personality trait refers to an individual's preoccupation with how they are perceived by others, and a strong focus on maintaining a specific public image. People who are image conscious are highly aware of their appearance, behaviour and reputation, often putting considerable effort into curating how they present themselves to the world. And if you guys want to read a bit more of that, hold on, let me make sure that it's a bit clearer. I just seen their social media profiles and that's that bit. In summary, being image conscious involves a strong focus on how a person is perceived by others, with behaviours aimed at curating and maintaining a favourable public image. While this trait can enhance social and professional interactions, it can also lead to perceptions of superficiality and inauthenticity. That is very true. Very true. So, my loves, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Wednesday. Thank you so much to Rockpool and Nova for sending this my way. This is absolutely fabulous. I'm very excited to dive into it. I can't wait to actually do more research into this. So my little academic heart is going to be searching like mad, because I love learning and I love history and I love art. So they're all right up there. And again, huge congratulations to Nova on a fantastic, beautiful, very well thought pocket of miniature art. Love that. Obviously on Oracle size decks. So again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And remember, stay magical, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.